Let me introduce you to the Oris Aquis Date Upcycle 41.5 millimeter. It's an interesting diver that's an all-around great everyday watch, and it comes from an interesting manufacturer, Oris. They've been in the game for around 100 years, and they only produce mechanical watches. So sit back and relax, pour yourself a nice drink, and let's learn a little bit more. So what we're going to go over here today when it comes to this video is we're going to talk about the first impressions of the watch. Then we're going to talk a little bit about the Oris manufacturing facility location. Then we're going to talk a little bit about the internal mechanics, then the water resistance, get into the design specs, talk about the crystal case back, talk a little bit about this beautiful bracelet, and then I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts. The Oris manufacturing facility is actually located in Switzerland, and Switzerland is a very important part of the watch producing industry. And Holstein, the city in which the Oris manufacturing facility is located, is actually the northwestern part of Switzerland. For me, this watch has a great feel. It's not too big, it's not too small. I think it fits my wrist pretty well, and I think it would fit most wrists pretty well. It has a really cool design that's unique to each watch, so that's a cool part about it. There's an interesting story behind this. It has to do with recycling. I personally believe in reducing waste. So on a personal note, I think that's actually really cool, and I really like that. I know that oftentimes consumerism can be something that has a negative connotation. You know, people aren't really into consumerism, but I think if you consume well-crafted objects, you're supporting a community and a culture. You know, there's a lot of talents and abilities that go behind that. And for me, if I'm supporting something or celebrating really well-crafted objects, I think that's okay in my opinion, because you're kind of supporting culture. And right now with this video, with this watch, which has a unique dial, obviously took some creativity to make that happen. We're supporting that creativity now. Oris produces only mechanical watches. For a short period of time, they produce quartz watches, but lucky for us, they stopped doing that, or else we wouldn't have, amazing treats like this. Maybe we would, but I'm not 100% sure. Oris is known for their big crowns, and it's basically called a big crown watch. And the reason why they made these big crowns is because pilots would have to manipulate the crown while wearing their gloves. And so obviously you had to have a big crown to be able to do that. With the 100-year history of Oris and their focus on mechanical watches, I think they're a great manufacturer when it comes to mechanical watches, at least in this category. And I would recommend it for anyone's collection because they are great everyday watches. This watch features a unidirectional ceramic bezel with a knurled profile, so it feels really good. I mean, the knurled, all that means is it's not nearly as sharp as some other bezels out there, and it feels really good when you're manipulating it. It also features 300 meters water resistance, which means that you could take it in the shower, you could take it in the pool, you could take it in the ocean. Doesn't make a difference. It's not going to impact the watch. What's really cool and unique about this watch is the dial. Oris partnered with a group called Tide, which is the Tide organization. And what they're doing is they're reducing the amount of plastic in the oceans and also upcycling it. So what makes this watch unique is every single one of these dials were created with a part of that recovered plastic that came from the ocean thanks to Tide. So it's a really cool thing, a really unique feature of this watch. The dial on this watch is typical of Oris Aquis series of watches. It's got large hour markers on the exterior. It's got a pretty large hour hand and minute hand, and it's also got a pretty legible seconds hand. But what really stands out is the amount of superluminova on everything. I mean, it's super bright. There's a lot of it on the hour markers, a lot of it on the hands, and even on the circle that's on the seconds hand, you can really see it. So in dark conditions, you're gonna have no problem seeing what's on this dial. At the bottom where the 6 o'clock is, you're gonna have a square cutout that has a white dial with black numbers for the date. So it's super legible overall. And I think it's a really easy to read watch, even in dark conditions. Looking through the crystal case back, you're going to see the Oris 733 caliber. It's got a signature red lacquered rotor on it, and that's going to drive this watch or wind it up to about 38-hour power reserve. With the 38-hour power reserve, you can wear it all day, leave it overnight, put it on in the morning or even in the afternoon. It's still going to have power. You're going to be able to still keep time with it. So like I said, it's a great everyday watch. The movement in this watch is extremely reliable, and it makes this watch easy to wear every single day. The bracelet on this watch is actually very nice. It tapers to the wrist. It has a center link that's inlaid between two polished stainless steel with the center link being like a satin finish. So it's really attractive and a nice contrast. The clasp mechanism is super easy to use and I think feels really sturdy on the wrist. Like I said, the way this is manufactured feels nice and actually looks very attractive. It has a little bit of a classic design, but I think matches very well with the overall aesthetic of the watch. And that taper, it's just nice. It just feels good. It feels great on the wrist. This is a great mechanical watch from a company with over 100-year history manufacturing watches. It has a great feel on the wrist. I think it's nearly got a perfect balance. There's a lot of things I really appreciate about this watch. With the company's history, of course, that supports it, and having a bulletproof movement like that, Oris Caliber 733, you can't really beat it. The story behind it is really cool. The fact that there's some recycling involved, and who doesn't like recycling, who doesn't like upcycling? Plus you have a well-made Swiss movement on your wrist. I mean, how can you beat that? I want to thank you for spending this time with me to learn about Oris and also learn about this watch. If you like this, please like it, subscribe, share, comment if you feel like it. There's going to be a lot more that we're going to learn in the near future. I got a lot more things planned. So I'm going to go ahead and drop some B-roll footage for you now. Thank you very much. Take care.